What if I told you that the number of candles on your birthday cake has absolutely nothing to do with how old your soul actually is? What if that feeling you've always had, that you're either older or younger than your years suggest, is actually one of the most accurate perceptions you've ever had about yourself? Edgar Cayce, the legendary sleeping prophet whose psychic revelations changed thousands of lives, didn't just see into people's past lives and future destinies. He discovered something that will revolutionize how you understand yourself. Your soul has an age that's completely independent of your physical body, and knowing whether you're an old soul or a young soul is the key to understanding your deepest purpose, your greatest challenges, and your most authentic path through life. But here's what will astound you. Most people are living completely wrong for their soul age. Old souls are forcing themselves into young soul experiences, wondering why success feels empty. Young souls are pressuring themselves to be wise beyond their years, wondering why they feel so restless and unfulfilled. And the tragic part? Neither realizes that their struggles aren't personal failures. They're simply mismatched expectations based on not knowing who they truly are at the soul level. Have you ever felt like you don't quite fit the expectations that come with your chronological age? Like you're either too wise for your years or too eager for experiences that others your age have outgrown? That feeling isn't confusion, it's recognition. Your soul is trying to tell you something crucial about your real identity. Stay with me, because what Edgar Cayce revealed about soul age will either finally explain why you've always felt different, or awaken you to recognize patterns in yourself that you never understood before. If you're already sensing something stirring as you hear this, that recognition that maybe you've been living according to the wrong instruction manual, drop a comment and let me know. Are you beginning to suspect you might be an old soul in a young body, or a young soul who's been trying to act older than you are? And if you're ready to discover the truth about your soul's real age and purpose, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. We're exploring mysteries that illuminate the deepest aspects of who you really are. Now, let me take you on a journey to discover the truth about your soul's age and what it means for how you should be living your life. The Great Masquerade. It all begins with understanding what Edgar Cayce called the Great Masquerade, the cosmic comedy where souls of vastly different ages find themselves sharing the same physical world, often completely misunderstanding themselves and each other. Picture this. In any room of people the same chronological age, you might find souls who are experiencing their very first incarnation on Earth, sitting next to souls who have lived hundreds of lifetimes. The 25-year-old next to you might be a brand new soul, bright and eager and ready to experience everything physical existence has to offer. The other 25-year-old across the room might be an ancient soul who has been human so many times that they're quietly searching for their final lessons before graduating from the School of Earth altogether. But here's the kicker. Nobody talks about this. Society pretends that everyone born in the same decade should want the same things, face the same challenges, follow the same timeline of development. We act as if soul age doesn't exist. Cayce discovered that this fundamental misunderstanding creates most of the confusion and suffering in human relationships. Old souls wonder why their peers seem so materialistic and superficial. Young souls wonder why some people their age seem so serious and withdrawn from life's pleasures. The truth is, you're not all the same species, spiritually speaking. Your soul's at completely different stages of a cosmic curriculum that spans multiple lifetimes, multiple centuries, multiple ways of understanding what it means to be human. And the first step to understanding your own soul age is recognizing the fundamental difference between how young souls and old souls approach the human experience. Young souls come to Earth with tremendous enthusiasm for physical existence. They want to try everything, achieve everything, experience everything that human life has to offer. They are here to master the material world, to build empires, accumulate wealth, gain power, create impressive achievements that leave their mark on history. There's nothing wrong with this. Young souls are supposed to be ambitious, competitive, focused on external success. They're supposed to care about status, possessions, and recognition. That's their curriculum. They're learning how to function effectively in physical reality. Old souls, on the other hand, have already mastered the material world in previous lifetimes. They've been the successful business person, the powerful ruler, the celebrated artist, the wealthy merchant. They've tried every form of external achievement and discovered that none of it provides lasting satisfaction. So old souls come into their current lifetime with different priorities. They're more interested in meaning than money, in wisdom than winning, in service than success. They often seem unimpressed by achievements that younger souls find thrilling. But here's where the masquerade becomes tragic. Society is primarily designed by and for young souls. The messages you receive about what constitutes a successful life, what goals you should pursue, what timeline you should follow, most of this comes from young soul perspectives. If you're an old soul trying to live according to young soul expectations, you'll feel like a failure even when you're successful. If you're a young soul trying to live according to old soul wisdom before you've had your fill of worldly experience, you'll feel restless and unfulfilled. The key is discovering which type of soul you are, so you can finally live according to your authentic nature instead of fighting against it. And the discovery process begins with understanding the telltale signs that reveal your soul's true age. The young soul's fire. Let's start by exploring the unmistakable characteristics of young souls, because recognizing these traits, either in yourself or in their absence, will immediately begin clarifying your spiritual identity. Young souls approach life with an intensity that's impossible to fake. They wake up excited about possibilities, hungry for experiences, ready to conquer whatever challenges the day brings. If you're a young soul, you probably have more energy than you know what to do with, more dreams than time to achieve them, more enthusiasm than the people around you seem to understand. Young souls are natural competitors, not in a mean-spirited way, but in a way that drives them to excel, to be the best, to stand out from the crowd. If you're a young soul, you probably keep score in ways that others find amusing or exhausting. You want to win at everything: games, careers, relationships, even casual conversations. This competitive drive serves a crucial purpose. Young souls are here to develop confidence, capability, and mastery over physical existence. They need to prove to themselves that they can succeed in material reality before they'll be ready to explore more subtle spiritual dimensions. Young souls are also incredibly goal-oriented. They make lists, create 5-year plans, visualize specific outcomes they want to achieve. They believe, and they're right for their stage of development, that clear intentions and focused effort can create any reality they desire. If you're a young soul, you probably get frustrated with people who seem aimless or content with good enough. You don't understand why everyone isn't striving to improve, achieve, and accomplish more than they did yesterday. Young souls tend to be optimistic about human nature and human potential. They believe problems can be solved, situations can be improved, and the world can be made better through effort and innovation. This optimism fuels their ambition and keeps them engaged with material reality. But young souls also have characteristic challenges. They often struggle with patience, especially when dealing with people who don't share their drive for achievement. They can become frustrated with spiritual concepts that don't lead to concrete results. They sometimes judge others harshly for what they see as laziness or lack of ambition. Young souls frequently